With contraptions like these, that's how it all began. At the dawn of the 20th century, the affluent chose steam power to convey them sedately on the road. These vehicles are the milestones of the steam car age. The locomobile from the year 1900, the white steam car of 1908, the Stanley Speedster from 1909, and the Stanley steam car from 1919. And then there's the amazing Sentinel steam truck built in 1928. Never in Europe have so many steam-driven vehicles been seen together on the road. But before moving off, there needs to be a head of steam. The truck, which was still in service in the docks of Liverpool until 1980, is coal-fired, and it takes all of 2 hours to build up the steam pressure needed to get the smokestack puffing away happily. The White steam car used an entirely different technique. Instead of a steam chamber, the White used a spiral system to generate just the amount of steam required.
This has got a flash boiler, so she steams very quickly. Most of the other cars here have got a pot boiler, which has a lot more water in. When we're running, we'll only have about 8 pints, 4 litres, 3-4 litres in the coil.
A final glance in the road book that's been prepared, and then off we go. The Stanley Gentleman Speedster, full steam ahead with no less than 20 horsepower. And driving it is so easy that even at the time, the manufacturer claimed that even the ladies could operate the vehicle.
The handling is very, very heavy. There's no automatic steering. So you need to be very strong to turn the wheel. And then you have to keep it moving, because when it's moving, it's easier to turn the steering wheel.
The Stanley was the Ferrari of its day. It cost $1,300, and a racing version was able to reach the astonishing speed of 135 kilometers per hour. But the vehicles built by the White brothers were much more comfortable. The Americans used a twin-piston drive and provided an inviting superstructure. The Whites were ubiquitous on the highways of the United States, and even President Tate and the Wild West show star Buffalo Bill were persuaded to abandon the saddle in favor of a seat at the controls of a White. Handling these involved a steep learning curve. Mistakes could be fatal.
In the middle of the steering wheel is a throttle, and that's the accelerator. So if you grab this and turn it by mistake instead of the steering wheel, you'll go straight forward.
Yeah, straight into a wall. That was the fate of the first ever steam-powered vehicle made by the Frenchman Nicolas-Joseph Cugnot in 1769. After Cugnot came many mad inventions, until at the end of the 19th century, steam power could truly compete against horsepower and wind. The high point of steam traction was embodied in the 1919 Stanley with its large boiler and condenser system. It achieved a torque equal to 400 Newton meters, regardless of the RPMs, and thus had plenty of power. Today, our steamers have completed a drive of about 80 kilometers and shown just what steam traction was able to achieve. And it's always a joy to see puffing billies on the road again.